So the idea of coming up with this radio play came up as a result of listening to one of the radio plays that was in KBC English service. By then, it used to come around 9:30 in the evening on Saturdays. It was called Radio Theatre. So, and I used to follow it every week, and I came to develop, an interesting radio plays.
I remember sitting down with Mr. Kipchumba on the studio. He would talk about how he used to listen to the radio when he was younger, how there used to be audio dramas, radio plays on the radio. I would have loved to hear some of these radio plays. So I went online, I listened to a couple of them, and it was amazing. It was amazing how listening to just sounds of people, sound effects, telling a story. I really enjoyed listening to them. So the next day I went to Mr. Kipchumba. I asked him, if I wrote a radio play, would you guys play it on Egerton Radio? And he said, if it's good enough, yes, why not? We'll play it.
Jamal Abudo came up with an idea and then built upon that idea slowly by slowly. When we met, we discussed, and he kept on refining that idea to an extent that we thought that it would be good to put this idea into practice. That's when we started talking to some students here and there to see whether we can get some actors on board and try to do something. I went through the scripting, we corrected some few parts of it, and that one built a muscle when it comes to scripting for radio. As you know, media is not all about just talking or appearing on screens. It also involves a lot of writing, and this is part of the skills that the student learned from this project.
Producing an audio drama is different from creating a movie or a series, because whereas movies and series are complemented by visuals, an audio drama is sound only. That means that the actors have to work on their voice such that they can arouse imagination in the mind of the listener.
The acting industry is very vibrant in this country and all over the world. We have students that did very well in terms of acting, and they are acting.
I got to be at the show when the director approached me and asked me. I was excited about it because it was something new that I was going to do.
To be on the show, I did an audition. It was the main role.
Our actors were very passionate about the play and their roles. They really got into the shoes of the characters in the play and were able to articulate the emotions really well.
I play Millie on the show. Her character, she's naive with a big heart and can handle more than she thinks. I think a good number of people would relate to her.
I play Stanley, and Stanley is basically like yule mtu mbaya mwenye ana make bad decisions, but again ni mtu mzuri at some point because there for his friends, kilicho na ubaya kikosi kuzuri and vice versa.
It was really quite an experience. To be honest, it was my first time doing a radio play. But the good thing that comes with having supportive directors is that they make it even more easier and interesting. I really learned a lot from the producers, from what is expected of you when you're doing a radio play, how you really articulate the words correctly, and how to say your lines, and just a whole lot more.
It was my first time kufanya your audio clip, and naweza sema ilikuwa great. I learned a lot.
Working with people like Vincent Odiembo and Mr. Jamal Abudo, and actresses like Cynthia Kirina and Kavudha Kitili, these are young people who are rich in talent, and they have never done sound plays before. But with the guidance of Mr. Kipchumba, these people have been able to bring out the best.
We didn't get any actors who have ever done anything like this before. It was new to all of them, but it was also amazing to see these new actors coming into this new field, try something for the first time ever, and really give amazing performances. Sylvia Chepkoech playing Millie, she did an amazing job. I really enjoyed her recording session. Just listening to her voice, how she delivered the lines with emotion, with impact, you could feel the weight. Whenever the script required her to be sad, you would feel the sadness in her voice.
Aki Suzy, nisaidie, sijui nifanye nini. I'm going to do something bad. I'm a terrible person.
Whoa, relax. Mills, breathe. Now, talk slower.
I don't see myself going through with this. Nasikia kichwa inaniuma. Nafikiria kuchange mind, but sijui nitafanya nini. I have to do this, like sina option nyingine.
It was a good experience, being my first time to record a radio play. I've never done that before. It was like I was in an animation film. I learned how to use a recorder. I also learned how I could express my voice, without being seen. It was a really tough struggle, but it was a good experience. Make sure to tune in 101.7 Nakuru people. If you're outside Nakuru, don't worry, we got you. Visit our school website for the link and listen in. Egerton Radio, serving the community.